All right, our top story is coming in from West Bengal. Tension in Bengal's Murshidabad district is far from over, even as calm returns to the street, and a rather uneasy calm at that. Disturbing revelations from the violence probe are sparking fresh outrage, both on ground and in the political arena. Here's the full report.
Murshidabad is slowly recovering from deadly anti-Waqf riots, which killed 3 and forced 500 local residents to turn refugees. Investigators have uncovered a disturbing trend. Children and teenagers pelting stones, vandalizing shops and residences. Rioters had set fire to multiple homes, attacked residents, forcing a Hindu exodus. And now, a day later, the residents are slowly returning under heavy police cover.
देखिए स्थिति अभी सामान्य होती जा रही है और बीएसएफ है यहाँ पर पिछले शुक्र से लगी हुई है, शुक्रवार से, और स्टेट पुलिस के साथ ही मिलके हम लोग कार्य कर रहे हैं और इलाके में शांति के लिए जॉइंटली भरसक प्रयत्न कर रहे हैं और काफी कुछ शांति आई भी है.
We are trying to ensure that this case is dealt with the greatest sensitivity, the greatest responsibility, so that all the actual persons who had gone there and who had indulged in this kind of heinous crime are brought to book.
Bengal cops blamed banned PFI front SDPI for brainwashing local Muslim community by spreading lies about snatching of Muslim land.
SDPI का हाथ इसमें जो सामने आ रहा है, उसमें सबसे बड़ी बात है कि जो वक्फ विधेयक था उसके खिलाफ लगातार एक मुहिम चलाई गई पूरे मुर्शिदाबाद इलाके में एसडीपीआई की ओर से. जांच में यह भी खुलासा हो रहा है कि एसडीपीआई के सदस्य घर घर जाकर खास तौर पर 10, 11, 12 साल की उम्र के बच्चों को टारगेट कर रहे थे.
The BJP sought a NIA probe and posted a video of Mamata Banerjee warning against possible Muslim unrest in assembly and called the riot state-sponsored.
একটা ধর্মের নামে এত কুৎসা করছেন, একটা অপপ্রচার করছেন, একদিন তারা যদি একটা আন্দোলনের ডাক দেয়, আপনি নিজেকে সামলে রাখতে পারবেন তো?
আমরা চাই এনআইএ দ্রুত মুর্শিদাবাদ দাঙ্গা হাতে নিক. আমার বিশ্বাস মুর্শিদাবাদ থেকে আপনি আর একটা ইটের আওয়াজ পাবেন না. বাকিটা যে জব্দ করার দরকার, এনআইএ আসা দরকার. 100 কোটি টাকার প্রপার্টি নষ্ট করেছে হিন্দুদের.
The TMC pointed fingers at BJP and border guards BSF, saying they stoked fire.
There was a larger conspiracy behind those incidents. Some section of central agency, a section of BSF and a section of 2 or 3 political parties. They were involved in this conspiracy.
While scores have been arrested for the violence, will the real perpetrators behind Murshidabad riots be brought to book? With Anupam Mishra in Murshidabad, Bureau Report, India Today.
So, viewers, while an uneasy calm returns to Murshidabad, the BJP, the primary opposition in West Bengal, has asked AFSPA to be put in 4 districts of West Bengal. They want president's rule in West Bengal. They want the NIA to step in to investigate on what really happened in Murshidabad. At the forefront of it all is one of the BJP MLAs from West Bengal, Agnimitra Paul. She joins us today from Kolkata. Ms. Paul, appreciate you taking the time out and joining us. Ma'am, you know, what's happening in Murshidabad is tragic. What we are seeing are tragic scenes coming in. It is your responsibility as a primary opposition to bring it up, to speak of it, to put the spotlight on what's going on. But the West Bengal Chief Minister and the West Bengal government alleges that the BJP is playing with fire. You're not trying to help to calm down the situation, but only trying to inflame communal tensions in the state?
See, actually, Mamata Banerjee, our Chief Minister, after the 26,000, jobs of teachers, which has been, cancelled by the Honorable Supreme Court, now she needs to change the direction. People have been talking about it, and people of Bengal are furious on this government. So to change the direction of the attention, I feel Mamata Banerjee and this TMC government has purposefully, done this riot, because from the last 10-15 days she has been saying that there will be riot, before from the time this 26,000 jobs have been cancelled. How did she know that there will be riot? And if she knew, she is a police minister, she should have taken action. So we are extremely sure that the thing that has happened, the riot in Murshidabad, Malda, and which is spreading elsewhere, is being done by Mamata Banerjee, with the support of the fundamentalist forces from Bangladesh. She has a bigger agenda. Other than, deviating the direction of the people of Bengal, there is another bigger agenda of creating Banglastan, which they are saying. Merging West Bengal and Bangladesh and making it Banglastan. Probably she is planning to be the Prime Minister of that Banglastan Islamic State. So everything is being done by Mamata Banerjee. Otherwise, I will ask you, why was the West Bengal police a mute spectator? When BSF was there yesterday, they didn't even take 1 hour time, and there is peace over there right now. Then why couldn't what BSF did, why couldn't West Bengal police do the same thing? Why were they mute spectators? Why were the Hindu houses being burnt and they were just standing and watching? Our Hindu 2 brothers have been killed. 1 Muslim brother has been killed. Our Hindu temples are being desecrated. Why? Hindu shops have been looted.
Ms. Paul, the West Bengal police alleges, and they've come out with a press conference as well, that a part of this violence has been spread by the BJP that you're spreading, which is your party. This is the allegation of the West Bengal police, and I'm just elucidating that the BJP is spreading disinformation by circulating pictures, attributing them to Murshidabad violence when they have absolutely nothing to do with that. So what they've also done is they have called out or flagged post on the social media platform X, where they've called out 9 pictures which were posted by the BJP handle, suggesting that these pictures have nothing to do with the violence in Murshidabad, but these pictures have been taken from Assam, from Uttar Pradesh and other parts of India to project of what is going on in Murshidabad. So that the West Bengal police says that the BJP is on a disinformation drive.
Escalate? Whenever we talk about Hindus being attacked, being tortured, it is that we are trying to escalate. So we, being a responsible party, a national party, we don't have the right to talk about the security, safety of the people of Bengal. Should we keep mum? From the time, this government has come, Durga Puja is not being allowed. We need to go to the honorable court. Saraswati Puja is not being allowed. Kartik Puja is not being allowed. When you ask for a Bengali teacher, you are given Urdu teacher, and then when you protest, you are being killed by West Bengal police. So we, being the MLAs, MPs and public representatives, and being part of the biggest party of the world, we should keep quiet. What does Mamata Banerjee think and the TMC think? We will not keep quiet. Whether it's about torture on a Muslim, we will not keep quiet. Whether it's a torture on Hindu or Sikh or Christian, we will not keep quiet. If Mamata Banerjee is trying to do appeasement politics for her vote bank, we will not allow her to do that. She's playing with fire.
Okay. But, Ms. Paul, the fact is, the allegation coming in from the TMC is that this is classic BJP playbook. You wanted the kind of violence that has happened, and look at how your own leaders are behaving. Now, this is the charge of Mamata Banerjee, because she's gone ahead and said, look at the likes of the BJP president, Sukanta Majumdar, who openly is trying to incite violence, suggesting that we'll bring people from outside of West Bengal to settle scores if, Mamata Banerjee cannot handle it back here, that it's time to, clean out Murshidabad. So the charge is, Ms. Paul, that you're trying to only create more tension, and your leaders, like you, like Sukanta Majumdar, are at the forefront of it.
So what do you want? What does Mamata Banerjee want, or what does the TMC want? That TMC Chief Minister and Supremo Mamata Banerjee will torture Hindu brothers and sisters like what we had seen in 1971, the same thing we are seeing. Hindu brothers, sisters, little children are running for their lives, leaving Murshidabad and going to other states, and this will be allowed. Mamata Banerjee will try to kill us and corner the Hindus of Bengal, because she only works for the 33% Muslims of Bengal, and we will keep quiet. We are part of Shaktishali Bharat, we are part of Modi ji's Bharat. So if there is any attack on us, on our Hindu brothers and sisters, to save our lives, to save our family, to save our children, we need to take and we need to retaliate. So that is what Sukanta Majumdar said. We want peace. We want Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. But if Mamata Banerjee thinks that she will incite, and her minister, Siddiqullah Chaudhary and Monirul Islam, her TMC MLAs, are going to incite and say that we will not allow Waqf fine to be, installed in West Bengal. Why? West Bengal is not part of India.
The other charge, Agnimitra Paul, which comes from the TMC. There was a press conference shortly before Kunal Ghosh made a very sinister charge where he says that allegation again that the BJP, along with central agencies like the BSF, drew the blueprint of the violence that took place in Murshidabad. They say they have proof. They're very soon going to come out with that proof.
See, the spokesperson of TMC or whoever it is, if West Bengal police would have controlled the situation, if they would have, completely stopped this hooliganism and this looting, there was no need of BSF to be there. We wouldn't have called BSF. They have given us the opportunity. Why couldn't West Bengal police control? Why were 3 people killed? Why were hundreds of Hindu shops burnt? And we will stay quiet? Your state police will stand there with bangles in your hand, doing nothing, seeing the Hindu, people running for their lives, and the Muslim jihadis saying Allahu Akbar on the street and looting, shops and Hindu places, houses, and we will keep quiet. That is, they have given us the opportunity. We need peace.
Right. Just on a side note, I think we should move beyond using analogies like bangles in hands. I think that's very patriarchal, but, away from that. My final question that I would ask you, because the BJP has strongly asked that NIA be brought in to investigate Murshidabad. So somewhere down the line, Agnimitra Paul, there's a very big charge that the BJP is making that what happened in Murshidabad is not communal violence, but an act of terrorism. Why NIA? Do you think this is a terrorist activity that has taken place?
I feel terrorism is involved because terrorists are, they are roaming free in West Bengal. Haven't you seen terrorists being, arrested by, not by West Bengal police, but Kashmir police and Assam police comes to West Bengal and catches them. There are terrorists roaming, and these Monirul Islam, the TMC MLA of, from Farakka, he has been sharing the stage with PFI leaders. Who is PFI? A banned organization. A TMC MLA sits and is part of that program, and Mamata Banerjee doesn't have anything to say about it. Mamata Banerjee is a puppet in the hands of the fundamentalist who is running the show. And probably she is thinking that, she will be the next chief minister again in 2026 by these, Islamist fundamentalists. But no, we will not allow her to do so. This is absolutely terrorism. This is absolutely hooliganism.
Okay.
And this is
All right.
appeasement politics.
Okay. Ms. Paul, I appreciate you taking the time off and joining us. Thank you there. We just also want to put on record, we did approach the TMC to give us one of their MPs to actually speak on all the questions that have been raised by the BJP, and at the back of the violence that happened, they declined to do so. But having said that, we're going to move into a quick face-off debate, and the questions that we are putting forth are: who stoked the riots in Bengal? The TMC government failed to act in time is a big question that needs to be asked of the current dispensation of West Bengal. The BJP fishing in troubled waters. Are they trying to escalate the tension which already is there on ground, which the Mamata Banerjee government failed to contain? Lastly, is BJP TMC playing politics over riots? Let's cut across to our two guests this evening. Rohan Gupta, National Spokesperson, Bharatiya Janata Party. Monojit Mondal, political analyst, joins us. Mr. Mondal, I'd like to begin with you. You had Mamata Banerjee, who herself days before said that there could be violence that could come off the Waqf bill. The large question today is very clear, Monojit Mondal, because somewhere down the line there's been a complete failure in governance by the West Bengal government, and everybody can see that. Tragic scenes coming in from Murshidabad. Questions need to be asked of why was the Mamata Banerjee government caught napping?
No, I believe yours is an extremely responsible channel and you are an extremely responsible anchor. When did Ms. Mamata Banerjee talk about violence because of Waqf bill? Can you show me that video? Or you are relying upon the video that is being doctored and tweeted by BJP, the way the BJP's MLA spoke? Don't you think that all her statements, which are, I think, sinisterly, venomously, hate-mongering, they come under a particular act of law? Don't you think so? Is this the sensible,
Mr. Mondal, Mr. Mondal, one second. No, 1 second. Okay, let me come in. I rarely ever come in. Allow me, sir. Allow me, sir. Allow me. You've said something. Allow me to come up. Allow me to come up with a counter.
Please.
You've made a point. Allow me to come out with a counter. The fact is, we do not need, we do not need certificates of whether we are responsible, irresponsible from especially political spokespersons, number one. We let the people decide on that. Number two, are you actually telling me, sir, allow me to ask the question, I'll give you ample time. Are you actually telling me that the current dispensation of West Bengal dealt with the violence? Because otherwise we wouldn't have seen the kind of visuals that are coming through. We wouldn't have seen hundreds cross the river there to flee the violence in camps.
I will answer all the questions, but when
Please,
you
sir,
are putting
take your time.
something in the mouth of the chief minister, and it's such a crucial time that she said this, you should take responsibility of that. I have simply asked this question: when did Mamata say what you reported, that she was talking about violence and communal riots? You are parroting.
No, nobody said communal riots. That there could be violence at the back of what happened in.
When I please show that video.
All right. Okay, we'll show you the video. Okay, move.
It's so unfortunate that you're parroting the line of a BJP MLA whose veracity as a communal person is unquestionable.
Mr. Mondal, let me also tell you. One second, sir. Sir, something that we put forth.
To the government.
Sir, I hate getting into an argument with the spokesperson, but let me. I will give you ample time, but if it's a very basic question. The TMC had this platform. We reached out to them 5 times to come in to give their point of view. We told them we'll speak to you one-on-one. They refused to do so, right? Now, this was a prerogative that needed to come from the TMC representative. Now, make your time. Sir, I'll ask you a very basic question, Monojit Mondal. As a political analyst, how did the West Bengal government deal with the violence that we saw? And I would hope you admit it was communal violence.
But I have got every right to counter an MLA who is supposed to be a responsible person, whose utterly false statement, which can also incite communal violence in my state. Forget about my political identity. As a sensible person, it is my right to counter all the hate speeches that Miss Agnimitra Paul made, and I urge the West Bengal police to take note of that as well. And I will urge you also with a folded hand that please do not bring such MLAs with such statements. And if you can, please have some face-off with me. I'm taking responsibility.
You know, sir, it's not about... Okay, sir, would you answer the question? Because listen, Monojit Mandal, if you had... One second, sir. Hear me out. No, 1 second, hear me out.
I will answer the question now.
If you were a TMC spokesperson, I would have asked you to face off with Agnimitra Paul, who is a representative. She's an MLA, whether you like it or you don't, sir. She's a part of the principal opposition in West Bengal. Now, would you like to come to the question that I asked you?
Yes.
Which is, do you think the West Bengal government did a good job or did a job at all to control the violence in Murshidabad?
Listen to, you don't have to listen to me. What did the BSF ADG say on your reporting? What did he say? Just quote it once again. So that things are absolutely under control. We are coordinating with the West Bengal police. For the last 2 days, this is the ADG BSF is said on your channel few minutes ago. Things are absolutely under control. I am now, right now, you don't have to believe me. I am on the road right now. I'm returning from the district of Birbhum, which is barely few 100 kilometers away from the scene where the crime was taking place. Nothing has been happening. But what did the BJP MLA say? Because there are communal rights everywhere. They are like the problem. But you have no guts to put up single questions to the Prime Minister. Why the same kind of violence is taking place in Manipur even right now against the Waqf bill? You did not put up the same questions when 53 people were killed under the nose of the Home Minister in Delhi in 2022 January. Not single question. Here the police arrested 200 people. And the male culprits, I repeat, you did not ask the same question about why Sukanta Majumdar has put up this tweet with all the false picture, fake narrative.
Monojit Mandal, number one. 1 second.
Please,
1 second. Shall I play it again for you?
Also.
1 second. You know, you can turn around and start screaming at the media and shooting the messenger. All those questions that you have raised, sir, were duly asked of the MLA representative. Are you actually telling me that 3 people are dead and nothing really happened? Are you actually telling me that hundreds crossed over and have fled Murshidabad and are living in refugee camps and nothing ever happened? Is that what you're trying to say?
Madam, don't get impatient. You are an
I am not, sir. I'm asking you. I am asking you a direct question. So don't turn around and shoot the damn messenger, which the likes of all political outfits do. So don't do that here. Would you like to take the question or not? Would you like to take the question?
You know it very well and don't take such heckle. I tell you, when the messenger is not acting as the messenger of God, we have got every right to question the messenger.
Sir, we'll have that intellectual conversation on the messenger of God and the state of the media some other point of time. We'll get on to that in some other point of time. As a political analyst and a citizen of West Bengal, are you telling me that there has been no deaths? Are you telling me that...
You are saying that I am excited and you are calm. You're not allowing me 10 seconds of uninterrupted time.
Sir, I will give you 30 seconds. Your time starts now. Make your point. I will come back to you. I will bring in the other. I have another guest, sir. And it's not a debate between you and I.
You are interrupting. The point is very simple. The things went out of control because of certain issues, but those were basically targeting the government properties. The properties of both West Bengal government and the central governments have been vandalized. And police took control of the situation day before yesterday when the DG himself, he's stationed there since the last 2 days. And I repeat, the BSF was called in. BSF was taken help of from the day one itself. The DG BSF made it clear. But nonetheless, section of the media, along with such MLAs from BJP, they have to spread this narrative against Mamta Di because there is 2026 election. The MLA said rightly, you have given us the opportunity. You are working on the dead bodies of 3 people. That is opportunity for BJP.
All right, okay.
And a section of
allow me to bring in the BJP guest.
Then
1 second. Monojit Mandal, take a breath. Allow me to bring the BJP spokesperson. But let me also remind you, you're sitting there and you're quoting the BSF. The spokesperson of the TMC, Mr. Kunal Ghosh, has actually gone on record to suggest that the BJP, along with central agencies like the BSF, have drawn the blueprint of the violence that took place in Murshidabad. Right? And you yourself is saying that the BSF has taken great control of the situation. So get your two stories right and I'll come right back to you. Rohan Gupta, one thing is very clear, sir. The fact is the allegations from the TMC are that this is exactly what you wanted. You wanted violence. You tried to engineer violence through the help of certain central agencies. Forget about these allegations. Look at what your BJP president of West Bengal, Shukanta Mazumdar, actually has gone on record to suggest that if you can't control the situation in Murshidabad, I'm going to get people from outside. I'm going to get them to settle scores. He's also gone on record to say, flush out the outsiders. Flush out a certain community from Murshidabad. Time for that has come. What's this language if you're not inciting violence?
Preeti, we have seen the worst display of appeasement politics in West Bengal. In last few days, you have seen that 3 Hindus have been killed. Around 500 Hindus have been living there as refugees. And they are saying that nothing has happened. And what is the question of incitement? This is the fact which has happened on ground. Don't you feel it is the right of BJP or any party in this country to protect the citizens there? They are the citizens of West Bengal. You are seeing what happened in Bangladesh and same getting displayed here. And see the shamelessness of the spokesperson of TMC is not ready to accept the failure of the state government. And just your report said that there are news of SDPI hand inside this violence. You have to question them. Your police says that it is SDPI hand. Why are you questioning BJP? All the time you are questioning BJP, and see the height of shamelessness of these Indi Gadbandhan leaders. Akhilesh Yadav is silent. Rahul Gandhi is silent. Why? They could speak on Palestine, but they cannot speak for Hindus in West Bengal. They have converted West Bengal into Bangladesh because of their appeasement politics. This is the height of appeasement politics. And if any shame is left in TMC government, actually they should accept that something wrong has happened and it is a failure of state government. What are you saying? What incitement? Don't you feel it is right of us to protect the lives of Hindus? आप देखिए अपने स्क्रीन पे क्या हो रहा है. 500 लोगों को अपने घर से बाहर जाके रेफ्यूजी के रहने पड़ रहे हैं. एक वर्ड नहीं निकल रहा आपके मुंह से. At least come out and tell, display some sympathy for them. That no, we are with you. No, you are saying BJP this, that, whatever BJP is. This is not the time to blame BJP. This is time to question inaction of your government.
Okay. Rohan Gupta, I'll tell you what. When both sides of the divide, both the spokespersons, one is not a spokesperson here, get that charged up and are attacking the media, then I think we're doing a very good job. But let me come back to you, Rohan Gupta. You're saying we constantly ask questions of the BJP. We've asked questions of Mamata Banerjee's government. Let me again come back to the question that I asked you. Shukanta Mazumdar, the state BJP president, is on record, and I will quote, sir, and correct me if I am wrong. I'm very open to be corrected. Where he's gone on record openly threatening to bring miscreants in Bengal from the neighboring states if things are not gotten under control. He in Bengali has says, beat people on the streets. He again says, and I quote, push outsiders from Bihar and UP to clean out Murshidabad. Now, is this governance or gangsterism that the opposition, principal opposition, is resorting to?
See, Preeti, you tell me one thing. You have seen these governments in actions for last so many days, and that's why the central agencies, the BSF, had to come to West Bengal and control the situation. When the government is absolutely not doing anything, obviously he might have individual emotions. I am not individually, I never, advocate for any kind of violence or hate speech. But at the end of the day, we are all human beings. When we see these kind of pictures on your screen where women are crying, 500 people have to leave their houses, obviously our blood boils. I am not advocating any kind of violence or hate speech. But at the end of the day, you have seen insensitive government like TMC. They are not ready to come out, even tell one word for these people. Where are Indi Gadbandhan leaders? They are talking about Palestine. They have no time for tweeting about West Bengal. Why?
Okay.
Why so insensitivity? Don't you feel?
I'll tell you what, Rohan Gupta, what I feel. Individual, I'll tell you what.
Is there? Yeah.
Individual emotions sometimes spark a riot, is all I'm going to leave at that. I think this debate's really going nowhere because, but thank you for both of you for joining us, and thank you for training your guns at us, because somewhere down the line it's affirmation that we're doing if not a great job, but then a half a decent job there.